Everybody, I know I'm a few minutes late, and I'll tell you right now if you're just joining. And if I disappear, I might get a phone call because I'm doing this from the telephone tonight. So, and happy Thanksgiving week to you, everybody. Hope you all are going to have a good time this week. Get to see who you need to, and I'm actually hoping the video is a lot larger this time because I started the video with the phone sideways. So hopefully that gives a full view of everything. I'm not sure who just joined. Hey, Tech World, how you doing? World, yeah. Did I say? Hey, guy, how you doing? Hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. It's early, I know, but it's going to be a short week for a bunch of us. I'm doing pretty good. Got a little late, so getting ready for the snow. I guess a couple of you. Hey, Terry. How I've been up to today, I've been trying to clean the shop. And you can kind of see the bench. I have found a bench and this table, most of that. And then the neighbor came up with his tractor and took care of the outside stuff. Got everything up off the ground and moved, and don't have to worry about that. So, yep. Been trying to get stuff done, get her. Hey, Brian. Oh, not too much. Just kicking back, and I decided to do a live feed from out here tonight. Hey, Danny. How you doing? Thanks for joining. We been just trying to get the shop cleaned out. I decided this big old bench has got to go for this winter because I need the room in here so I can get that 72 Chevy in here and get the Ranger in here and get everything going. Get all these projects done. That's right. You could have a 80 by 200 shed and it still won't be big enough. So how y'all been doing this weekend? I hope everybody had fun and got their project started or done or taken care of as you needed. But so with the phone being sideways, is the video bigger or is it still the narrow little up and down? Hey, Robbie, how you doing, buddy? It's one of my old friends. Well, we just got a lot of stuff to store. Yeah, hey, Joe. The ribs are good, huh? Oh, yeah, you still owe everybody a steak from last live feed. You were supposed to pay up. Yeah. Hopefully you got that car fixed today, Rob. I was doing a mechanic by the phone thing today. That motor hasn't left yet. That's why I'm trying to get the shop cleaned out so I can get that put in the guy's truck. I still got to finish making the bracket. Okay, thanks. I guess that's the key to doing that with the phone. You got to remember have it sideways when you start the feed. Otherwise, you can't turn it after that. So, cool. But, I'll warn you guys, if all of a sudden I disappear, I will be back. I might possibly be getting a call back on some parts. The guy had just called me, and he's going to talk to his dad about the stuff. And so if all of a sudden I disappear, I'm sorry, but come back in a little bit when you see me come back on. So tonight, kind of going to be a little limited because the phone. I don't know how long we'll get to go, but it's all we can do. Boy, weather's been gorgeous. A little cool, but could be worse. We could add snow back on the 12th, but which is working out for me because the longer the snow stays away, it works out good for us around here so we can keep these cars and trucks and projects going. Yeah, I got to do something for this phone if I want to continue to do this through the phone. Thanks, Sorix. I probably butchered your name. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I had finally had to start calling one guy just by his first name because I could not get his. Hey Casey, how y'all doing? I should have contacted you and had you come up and help me today. I still got a long ways to go because right now I'm trying to do a shop overhaul. I want to call and see if I'm about having a heart attack on a shipping container tomorrow. Go after a 45 or 50 footer, and that way I can empty out the shop. Hey, I think you were doing this last week. Weren't you, Casey, cooking supper? Or was that a couple of weeks ago now? I don't know. Yep, I want to get a bunch of the stuff out of the building and rearrange the inside of this thing somehow. But oh, you were. Oh, yeah, that's right. Joe was cooking the steaks last weekend, and he said he was going to get everybody one. And I never seen my steak. I don't know about you guys. Oh, you're doing the fast food again. Uh-oh. But, yep. Oh, let's see. What else has been going on? Squirrel's at work. She's having fun with that. And Mama Bear seems to be getting a little bit better along with her knee. I think the injection is finally starting to work. She didn't say too much about it the last couple of days, so hopefully that's working and that's getting better for her. Yeah, uh-oh, you're in trouble now, Joe. Now you owe steaks and ribs to Rob. I got the 454 there. And I reboxed all his parts up there so I wouldn't miss them in this clean out. Because I've bottlenecked myself up. Oh man, yeah. They would have. They would have, Casey. I'll have to keep that in mind. So right now I am going to relocate. Well, like I said, I got to add for shipping containers. I'm going to call tomorrow, see how bad that is. I guess they rent them. If the rent's decent, I'll probably rent one for the winter. And a lot of this stuff's just going to go out the door. I'll go get me some, I don't know where that can is. I can't. It's a Seafoam Prod 8. Oh, Deep Creep. That's what it is. I'll get some Deep Creep. Deep Creep and spray all my blocks in it down. If I can get my hands on a shipping container for the winter, that's where they're going to go. Everything's just going to go in there. Oh, now I don't know if he'll make it here, but there's a guy that goes by Green Bay Wacky. You'll have to look him up, check him out. He's kind of fun to watch. The other night, I think he did a 7-hour show. He was having a blast. I'm trying to think who else I could shout out right now, but drawing blanks. But let's see. Yep, too dark to show you guys outside now. I don't like this time change, but got everything up off the ground and put away that needed to be, and just want to keep the motors going and trying to get the wife out here to build hers. Yes, Green Bay's fun to watch. He's a pretty good guy. Funny, and I don't know how he can roll the stuff off he does, but he does a good job. I have a hard time doing that once in a while, but well, the truck has straightened out. It's doing good. Still got a few issues to go. Well, Casey, I made it 3 hours last time, and I ran out of battery because that's my problem. I fight battery devices because I don't have enough. My computer at home, I think I'm going to have to get a new computer because I answered my own question last week. My tablet was using the home internet and works pretty much flawless. And that proves that the internet is working at the house. But my laptop with the cam to do the only time it worked was that freak live show I did at 1 o'clock in the morning here a while back, and otherwise it don't want to work. It lags. So one of these days I'll get a different computer built, or take mine in and see what I got for a virus or what's going on. Nothing much to really show you guys in the shop. Just making a big mess, trying to clear the mess. Had a few things be called on. If the nibbles would go through, there I would have a lot of room in here, because a lot of this would be thinned out. But yeah, that motor's looking pretty good. And I guess for the ones that haven't watched, and hopefully I don't lose you guys as I move around, this is the bracket that I'm making. And let's see, try and lay that up the best I can. That area there towards the cabinet, right there, that's what I had to add to this bracket to make it big enough to give it the pivot point. So I got to finish cleaning that up. Hopefully that might have a home at 350/327. And I got this much aluminum left over out of that big sheet. Let's see what else. Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining. And here you go. See some of the bench we haven't seen in a long time. I found the wheel plates. I need to get welded onto those so I can get the... Hey, Camper Mike, you made it. Thanks for joining. Let's see what else I missed. Come on. Come on. Text messages. Come on, show me. So yeah, if I ever could have a device that would work, I might do a 7-hour show. I don't know what I'd talk about for 7 hours, but might be the only one in the room talking to myself. And I guess if anybody knows anybody that wants a true 454 standard 4-bolt main, there you go. That guy's trying to sell that one. So if you're interested in, contact me and I'll get you his info and you guys can deal. It's an extra motor to him now. Hey Mike, have you cooked up your bird yet? The look on that bird's face when you set that mustard next to him. Oh, let's see. I'm going to see if I can try. Set you guys right there. Oh, crooked. Okay. There. Now I won't be shaking and giving anybody vertigo or something, have them falling around. Finding all sorts of interesting stuff. I think we chased my buddy Joe off. Otherwise, they're on eBay. No, I didn't see that pic yesterday. Yesterday was kind of rough and tough. Yesterday, and then earlier today after, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me today, but neighbor come up with his tractor. All I did is hook the chain to what we needed to move, and I walked around carrying those chains. I haven't, my back hasn't been right since, but now that I've sat down and that starting to untwist, but yeah. Let's see what else is new. So, anybody got any traveling they're going to do this week, or is everybody staying home? People coming to your place for Thanksgiving? It's hard to believe we're just a few days away from a major holiday already, and this year's just really flown by. It's going too fast, and it doesn't seem there's enough time to get the stuff done that you need to. Let's see what else. Oh, I bet. Oh, I hope you ain't eating dinner at all those places, Casey. Otherwise, you better eat a small bite here and a small bite here and small. Otherwise, you're gonna. That's the only downfall to going to all the different families. Used to be. I used to get 1, 2. God, that's really. Mom and Dad were around, so that was 1. With my sister 2. Mother-in-law 3. Yeah, I used to get 4 or 5 holidays, but now we're just down to basically taking care of ourselves. But now we're starting again because now the kids have moved out. One of the kids have moved out, got their own kids, and Lily's turning into such a big girl so fast. So time flies. You found a wood splitter today for you or somebody else? I missed a comment. Come on. Yeah, you got to do that. Otherwise that turkey's going to really raise vengeance with you. They say I can't remember what it's in the turkey, but they say it puts you to sleep after you eat the big meal. That's why we're eating ham. Tired of turkey. No, so yeah, I guess as I move this stuff out and rearranging here, I might finish a couple of engine stands and have a couple more engine stands for sale. Oh, okay. Helped out a friend of a friend, huh? Okay, that's cool, Mike. Kept you out of trouble anyway. Didn't have to sit there and try shooting holes in the baseboard to get your mouse. Or did you finally get that little guy? This is where I kind of get going along good, and well, we're already 18 minutes into this, and finally had my first block. Oh, speaking of that, I was watching a video last night, and it's great to see women doing wrenching and that, and I was just kind of I was in one of my moods, and I could see the wife every time I talk about doing stuff, and she gets all goofy. No, Chase. This girl last night, she could not pronounce the word block. Every time she said it, then the wife picked up on it. She kept calling it a black. My wife's like, "What's a black?" I said, "She's trying to say block." She did good. She working on a farm tractor. She did good doing the work, but she just couldn't not say the word block. It always came out black. I'm like, okay. But it was cool watching her do that, and that's why I'm trying to get the wife out here to get her going again. Because when we first met, she used to come out here, and well, back then I worked out in the machine shed, and Robbie's still in here. He can vouch for that. The old race car days were dirt floors and tractor and loader out in the middle of the great outdoors was the workshop back then, but. Little did I think I'd ever get back in the motors this deep. So yeah, I kind of did what I said I'm always going to do. I'm going to start taking the weekends for myself. That's why really hasn't been a working weekend this weekend. Come on. I know I just seen another. Okay, I thought I seen another mess. And and start doing stuff. That's why not really. It was kind of more why the cleaning videos have gone up. Got the outside looking good, and like I said, get the inside of this looking to have room. As I've also got thinking, I may have figured out how to be able to put 2 vehicles in here at once. Might take out my office there and put another garage door on that side, and then I can get 2 of them in here. Yeah, we gotta take times for ourselves once in a while. Well, I'm kind of looking forward to Thanksgiving this year. Gonna be nice to see. Oh, okay, cool. Running better for you now, Casey? Well, hey, that's what friends are for, Mike. They keep us busy. They don't give us time to sit around. Oh, the power steering hose. Okay. Wasn't too bad of a job, was it? Hey, yesterday, see, when I went to the doctor's the other day, I told him I even noticed my short-term memories not like it's supposed to be. And sitting here now, I can't even remember what I did yesterday now. I know I did something, but what it was, I don't know. Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm ready to have some time with families and get-togethers, and it's kind of the... Oh, was that bad, huh? Did you do it without pulling the fender wheel, or did you stand on your head and work on all that stuff? There you go. Buddy, I don't think Joe's here. He hasn't made any comments, but he just loves John Deere. Yes, I'm using the phone tonight as the router and tablet out here. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, he is it. Hey, Drew. Hi, how you doing? Seen you guys have been having some good huntings up there. Looks like you got a pretty good... Yeah, I'm on the phone. The other stuff's not working again. So the phone is, and it's doing pretty good. I wish I could get a bigger. I can do that, Drew. I can't remember who the sub was that sent me all these, but yeah, I could get you a few of those. I've still got your Addy. Or I got your new address. And then I'm glad to see some blue wrenches get in here, because when I use the phone, I can't make anybody that do have the moderator stuff. So cool. Now there's another good place to get some car books through. They're on eBay, and they're on Facebook too. They're hard to find on Facebook. I think Facebook does that to us. Yeah, changing the power steering pumps, I don't care what you do and how much you drain. You always find residual oil that ends up going all over your face and everywhere. You took a nap. Yeah, I'm finding that out. Oh, that's what yesterday was. Yesterday was just a real low energy, and I cleaned outside too. Yes, I did that. And yeah, hey, I see. Just is. Well, as long as I don't know, Casey. I thought about that after I said that. I don't know if I want to play with another diesel again. Oh, hi, Joseph. Oh, that was easy to do. Yeah, my old dually, that hopefully going to be putting that to work here soon. The frame's good on that one. It seems like those diesel ones, the frames are always good. The bodies are always rough. Yeah, I've got to get the oil changed to my truck, and right now I want to get these 2 motors done and out of here. And well, I got 3 motors. So I got to get that Ford Ranger. That's what's leading up to all the cleaning here. I need to get that Ranger in here. So, oh yeah, yours is an HD. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of metal there that has to rust away before that'd be weak. That's why I'm trying to get her all cleaned up so I can put Mr. Chevy's pickup in here, and I might. Well, I have Slick's the 72 Chevy in here. I might end up taking my cat home because I'm not going to let him walk all over that truck. Oh, the Allison. Okay, yep. I guess I've never drove one of those yet. Nah, you never drove one. So yeah, I get to where I'm ready to put the motor in the 72 Chevy. My shop cat might get to go to our house for a while. I don't want to lock him in the office because that's not fair to him because that's not a heated room. And take him home. My house cat at home might either hate us or want to kill him, but maybe between the two of them, they'll take care of the mice situation. Everybody in town is complaining about mice. So, we've been lucky. No snow. Really no rain. Kind of nice weather. And yesterday I cleaned up in front of the shop because I was going to do a little plasma cutting and torching outside, but then I got looking. I had all these dry leaves and everything up against the building. I'm like, Took the shop vac blower and blew them all away, and it stayed pretty clean. I figured half of it would be back up here, but nope, it's clean yet. So, thumb's healing good. Steri strips come off faster than what they said they were going to, but yeah, why? Wife's like, don't do that again. I said, well, I didn't want to do it in the first place, but it's healing up. Looks pretty good. First time I've ever had anything glued back together on me. Yeah. Yes, you did, Mike. You were talking about that. Yeah, and with me having the wood shingles on the outside of the building on the south side, I don't think I could have put that out. Once that took off, I'd still probably be sitting here crying. Oh. Years ago, there was a guy that had a speed shop that he sold parts, and some thieves got in there. Instead of just taking this stuff and leaving with the rest, when they left, they lit the whole place on fire and burned it to the ground. Lots of tri-power setups, a lot of aluminum intakes, roller rockers, rims. But I pointed out to him after the one building that burnt down that had all the aluminum stuff in, I looked at the ground. I said, well, so you've cleaned up a little? He says, no. I said, well, this building was full of aluminum, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. I said, well, where is it? The amount of aluminum that was on the garage floor that ran out because the garage floor was slanted, the amount of aluminum there was probably about enough to make 4 rims. And I said, you had this building entirely full. When they got talking to the investigators and they pointed that out. Okay, Drew, that's no problem. The most challenging motor I've ever worked on. Oh, God, what was that little... that little 4-cylinder job. The Mini. That Mini... God, he got the book away from me, too. What the heck was that? Oh, God, I can't remember the... About 3 years ago, I redid a little 4-cylinder. The car was a shoe for me. First car I've ever rebuilt a motor in that I ain't been able to test drive because there was no way I was going to fit in that car. Oh, what was that? Gosh. Yeah, that was been the most... Everything was so small. I mean, my big hands trying to... This water bottle was bigger than the pistons that went into that little 4-cylinder. Now that one was quite interesting to work on, and luckily I hadn't messed around with the rear seal cap because the rear on that motor actually used no seal. It used a screw effect. The oil would get there, but it was like threaded on the crankshaft, so as that motor spun, it kept pushing the oil back in, so it didn't let it out. Now, if I would have screwed up and unbolted that, then we would have had to have the block line board or converted it over to a wet seal on the back of the motor. But yeah, it's just that close, and it's got the threading on there, so it pushes the oil back into the inside. No, not the Mazda. Oh, God. I was not... Oh. Otherwise, after... yeah. Little cars and fluffy guys are not fluffy friendly. By a long shot. Oh, I want to keep saying Cooper, but I know it's not a Cooper. It was it was like a 74, 75, but anyway. Otherwise, yeah, when I went through automotive diesel mechanics school, they made the classes after us. The motors that were there, they had to run when you were done. If you didn't run, you retook the class. Those little Geo Metros. No, I don't think it was a Mini Cooper, Joseph. I'll stop thinking about it. It might pop up before the end of the live stream. MG Midget. Thank you. There you go. Yep. There you go. That little MG Midget. Yep. So simple. It was right there on the tip of the tongue. Just couldn't pronounce it. Otherwise, if I would have got to rebuild the motor at school and make it, but if our class was the last, because once we left that class, the following class, they made the rule that the motors had to run to pass the diesel part of the class. So that diesel motor, if we would have had to fully rebuild it, that would have been a challenge. And what I liked is the old air start. Oh, God. It was a big motor. And I don't care where you were in the shop, you knew every time that motor started because it was an air start. And boy, did that thing rumble. No, but hey, Jerry, how you doing? Glad to see you here again. Thank you for stopping by. Just kind of hanging out here. Figured I'd do the live stream from the shop tonight instead of the house. And it seems like it's working pretty good tonight. Finally figured out how to get the phone turned. It might have been a Detroit 2-cycle. And I learned back then, too, you don't trust the guy that says, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Because... you ever seen the center of a book get sucked out when have a diesel motor run away with a turbo. Oh man, the kids. Hey, C10 and Firebird, how you doing? They had one of the kids down there. We were working on our diesel motor and heard the one kid that said, trust me, I know what he's doing. I'm like, uh-oh. So I started working on ours, paying attention to theirs. And they started up. They cracked her open a couple of times. The instructor was just about ready to pass them. And she ran away. And the rule was if you ran away from your runaway, you failed the class and you had to retake it at your cost. Those kids are trying everything. They're vice gripping the fuel line. They're doing everything. Somebody grabbed their textbook, stuck it over there. Just about when she was dead, the center of the book just gone. Back to full res it went. And they're doing this and doing that. And yeah, granted, y'all go into panic mode. But the kids, all these diesel motors that ran, had their own fuel tanks underneath them. And one kid got mad at me because it'd been running long enough. Usually these motors didn't run long enough to get hot. I seen her gurgle because they didn't have radiators on them. They just had two pipes about 3 foot above the motors. I seen it gurgle once, and I shoved the kid, and he turned around to swing at me, and the instructor grabbed him, and I just sidestepped at the right time. The motor belched the hot water out of there. He would have got scalded, and teacher yelled at him. He said, he just saved your butt. Leave him alone. And everybody's trying this, trying that. And finally, somebody had the brains, pulled the fuel line out of the tank. And the instructor says, I want to see you guys. And he goes, well, who did this? And they're like looking around. The kid that said, trust me, I know what I'm doing. He wasn't nowhere to be found. Finally found him over in the classroom. He was working on the paperwork, and yeah, he messed with a screw on the injection pump, and the instructor says, you never, ever touch that screw on a diesel pump. So yeah, I don't know how much it cost him, but he had to replace the diesel pump, screwed it that bad. So yeah, there were some stories. And another kid, he rested his hand on the turbo. His ring finger was a knuckle shorter, and he didn't even know it. Yeah. The only thing they found at the school that could stop it was either a metal plate or a half-inch piece of plexiglass. And so yeah, I learned real respect for those diesel motors back then. Yep. Those turbos don't care what goes through them. They'll chew it up, spit it out. So yeah. It just seems like that was a couple years ago. And here that's, wow, 30 years ago? Yeah, give or take, 30 years ago already. It's amazing how time flies. They say it flies when we're having fun, but that's what we try to do, is have fun and keep everybody interesting and just kick around. And haven't had any, I've been looking at some tannerite. 2009. Oh, okay. You went through WIC. Okay. Oh, you got... Mike, you're crazy. Have to cut yourself some plexiglass and take it with you. I missed that comment. I haven't decided yet. I've got a couple of old vehicles around here we might make scrap metal out of or something. I don't know. It's been a while since we played with that. Here, a friend of mine blew up a boat out here once. Had an old boat that was given to me, and it was junk begin. Hey, Carolina, man. It was junk when we got it, so he brought some tannerite out and we turned it into... Oh, one of those low ones, okay. But still, hate to hear you have you send me a one-handed message. Guess what? Got to be careful out there. Oh, I thought the news was on. Going to tell. No turbo. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to mess around with some tannerite. You're late. Uh-oh. Those are words that some guys don't want to hear. I'm late. Hey, Carl, you made her. Hopefully the snow is still gone and didn't come back. We got a pretty good crowd in here tonight. Thanks for everybody coming by. Hey. It's back to snowing out there again for you, Carl? Well, that must mean you and my other buddy out there must not be too far apart either. Oh, God. What the heck? I can't remember what town he's in. He's getting snow now, too. He told me earlier. Carl's over there not too far from Detroit. No, and I know you guys that night I had that weird sound. Hey, Kurt, didn't see you slip in here. Sorry. Haven't heard that sound again that I picked up the other night when I was wrapping up the one video. And when I went outside and looked at the dog after I finished that video, he looked at me like, "What? What's your problem?" So evidently the dog slept through it. So whatever it was, he must be used to hearing it. And neighbor said the foxes and the coyotes had been out running pretty good. So yeah, that was. Mike there said, I wouldn't want to hear that out camping. I was sitting in the shop and I didn't want to hear it. Hey, leave the chair out of it. Oh, Mr. Silverado slept in here too? Oh, man. Am I not getting all my messages? Oh, yep, I missed him. Hi, Mr. Silverado. No, I ain't reporting nobody. I hate using this phone. You had a dog that slept through an earthquake. Now, that dog was dog tired. No, I am not. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. Oh, hey, Terry. You just made me think of something. Here's the heads that I'm planning on putting on that old 283. They're the 350 Vortex. It came out of a 95, but they're the 520 castings. Unfortunately, I just dropped that. I'm going to have somebody put seats in it because they're rusted too far. Gone. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's the heads I'm planning on for that little old 283. So I can make that 283 useful again. Yeah, hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be standing back in that area again. Let me drop you guys there. Love the 283. Yeah, well, actually, if I wish that 283 would have been a large journal, because then I would have made that a 302 Chevy into a 302 Chevy. Yes, I said 302 Chevy. There was such a thing. The old DZs. I can't believe 45 minutes already gone by tonight. We're doing good. I can find something to talk about, but that's where I want to get the computer working at home so I could actually have a board of people up here, and then it ain't just me. Right here, this poor old thing, I don't even know if this one's made anymore. There's what I've been using to shape that aluminum bracket. I think I'm down to the point where I'm going to have to get the die grinder out and get the die grinder out to finish that aluminum bracket up. Hey, Mr. Dave, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a while back since you've had those. Okay. Yes, they do. That old sander, that literally came from my school back before I had my license. So that tells you how old that Makita is. Hey, Ten Hills, welcome. Yes, 283s, for what they weren't a bad little motor. Okay, I'll have to talk to him later. Hey, at least I haven't had a phone call yet. Oops, where's a piece of wood? There, I knocked on the wood, so by the time I say that, somebody's going to ring me up. Oh, yeah, I don't know of anybody else. Oh, there comes the furnace, sorry. Come across a little gadget the other day. Yeah, it's not going too bad. 280. Those 283 is Chevette. Okay, I'll try. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hopefully I just did knock myself off. All right, Jerry. Yeah, the weekend's been going okay. I kind of overdid it a little today, but that's my thing. I just go and go and go, and don't know when to stop sometimes, but that's okay. Don't get done. I got a lot further on my bench today than I thought I was going to. I would have liked to had this out, but anyway, this is what I... Oh, no. Am I here? Okay, I don't know why, but I think the furnace is screwing with my signal. Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, I seen Mel Tillis passed away. Okay, 283, yeah. Hopefully we're here to stay. I don't know why that did that. It was loading. Anyway, wheel stud installer, where I don't have to worry about beating them in again. Made by Lyle. It's real simple. If I had a lathe, I could have made one myself, but yeah, can't wait till Friday to do things. So yeah, I got this, so I don't have to fight putting in wheel studs again. Yeah. No, I haven't. Well, Carl, if you were still fighting getting that gear off, I would use probably those bottle torches, the little propane tank ones, and just sit there and go around that gear and warm it. I don't think I'd use a real torch because then you're going to overheat it, and I'd just use the bottle torch and do that. Okay, come on, let me see the messages. I know I got messages. No, I haven't decided what... Well, if I wait till Friday, I'm going to put you to work, Joe. It's probably going to take me all week, and I forgot. Okay, there. Okay. Yeah, I know it's a little pricey for that tool, but I figured you screw up a rotor, you screw up a brake drum on your trailer, it's cheaper than that, so... But yeah, I wouldn't put a lot of heat to that gear, Carl. I'd be worried about that because that's a machine to fit. And like I said, since you're having so much trouble getting that off, I hope that guy didn't Loctite that on you. Yeah, Joe. Everybody, Joe's coming to see me next weekend. I guess we're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get into. So might have to have somebody raise some bail money for us next weekend. Oh wait, no, he's going to give me his bank information. I got it, so I can pay his bail money. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, the good news is for anybody that travels through the state of Iowa now, Highway 20 is now open. 5 feet from jail, Mike. Hey, leave me in? What the heck? Come on. Oh, they're back to playing the Christmas music. Yeah, Friday they have now opened, if I understand it correctly, the westbound lanes of Highway 20, which are running as a 2-lane road right now, are open. No more detour. And they said they probably won't redo the detour next year unless the contractor wants it. So, cool. Now you can go from Sioux City, Iowa to Dubuque, Iowa in probably 3 hours. So that's going to be nice. It's only been, I thought it was 40 years in the making. It's only taken them 60 years to complete Highway 20 in the 4-lane. I guess they started in 1956. Is when they started trying to 4-lane Highway 20 all the way across to Iowa. Well, right now the Highway 20 in spots it's 65, and other spots it's 55, and Interstate 35 is 70 or 75. I can't remember, so it just depends on which road you're on. Well, we're doing pretty good. 16 people and 14 likes. Those are good odds tonight. So, yep, we got... Yeah, it just seems like I am Interstate 35 is hour and a half east of me. Oh, it's 70. Yeah, that's right. 75 on 35. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yep. Oh, and then Highway 32, if anybody travels that, they now no longer has a detour. They got the bridge over the train tracks. That was opened the other day, so kind of nice for them to get these projects done. Hate detours. Whew, 1717. Wow, cool. On Interstate 29 going through Sioux City, Iowa, I don't know how many more years they got. You want to avoid that like the plague. They have changed the landscape there. There's businesses that I used to do business at. You can't even tell they were there anymore. It's just crazy on how everything's changed around there. Let's see, I guess better check to see how the battery's doing on the phone here. And we're down to about half, so means we probably got about half hour left before the battery's going to give out on me, which sucks. And that's the stupid thing when I'm using the YouTube or Skype or anything. I can have a charger plugged into that and it won't charge. As soon as I exit the app, I'm using, it charges. It don't make any sense. And the way here lately, the phone's been acting up, so probably about due for a new one. Just get this one figured out, and I'm going to go get a new one. Sounds like somebody else I know, huh, Carl? Oh, and then there for a while, I've been calling Canada. I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, yeah. Evidently, somewhere along the way, I came up with, maybe I'll have to try that next time, Mike. Gone. Next. Done lost that. Probably sell it, Terry. Or a lot of these motors I'm building, I want to build them, run them, show people that they run, and hopefully sell them. I really, hopefully this next coming spring, the Camaro will have enough body work done to it that maybe the wife can actually enjoy it next year. And we'll have it on the road. It's got a 350 in there that I rebuilt years ago, and that's in the playlist. That's that 350 I rebuilt. It was just a standard 350. It was a low mileage Camaro I found that they parked because of the soft camshafts that were happening in 77, 78, and 9. They got mad at the car and parked it and let it rot away. The car had less than 20,000 on it, but there was nothing left of that car. I salvaged the motor, tranny, radiator, and all the subframe and that, but as the rest of it, it was gone. Too far gone. And so that's got a motor. So yeah, these motors are for sale, or I guess if I can't sell them, I'll take the engine stand outside, wire them full throttle, and see how long they go until they blow. I don't know. I have not done the 434 yet. Dog always knows. No, I haven't done a 434. I didn't know they had the combinations for those yet. Yeah, I'll try the Craigslist or something. I mean, at one time I had the dream of having like 7 to 10 motors all built. 50. Yeah. You guys trying to get me killed? I sell that car, the wife's going to hang me from the highest tree with the shortest rope she can find. But I might be safe because she's kind of short, so she may not be able to. I know. Having 7 to 10 motors in here and rig them all up and fire them all up at the same time in this building. See, 1, 2, try to. Okay, I gotta catch back up. I must have missed something. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some neat combinations. The last time I built a 400, I built a 406, and that's been a while back. Now I guess they're running 460 small blocks. Really stroked crank, and you really got to rework the blocks and get them clearance to clear everything. So, and that's one reason I don't like running the 383 with the 350 block, because when you put that 400 crank in the 350 block, you literally actually have to take and grind part of the rod bolt in the rod on the cam side, so you misses your camshaft. That's why I like using the 350 crank and the 400 block, making the 377, 383s that way. Is why I prefer, because you don't have to clearance the rods. It's just bolted together and everything clears. Well, you got to put space. There's a lot more to that, spacer bearings and all that that you got to do. Well, when you regrind the cam, Jerry, that changes the cams. It changes the way the cam works. So if you had a big cam and you reground it to clear the rod instead, it's going to be a whole different setup. You can't grind the cam to fit the rod bolt. No, you got to fit the rod to. That crank I got, they come in. Come on, let me see my text message. Come on. Ooh, 67 Camaro. Ooh. I'm almost as old as that car. Carl, what are you saying about your crankshaft? Your phone didn't transfer that correctly. Yeah, oh yeah, it's small base. Yeah, that's right. There you go, Jay. I've been out of doing that stuff for a long time. I've just been stuck. Yeah, small base circles. That's right. Forgot about that. So what's going on with your crank then, Carl? So yeah, Jerry, I guess that's your answer. I knew there was something else. I just couldn't think of it. If you wanted to clear, you'd have to go to a small base circle cam, but then that really changes your ramp speeds and how fast you gain the clearance, but you lose a little in performance. So. Somebody wants the 396. Oh, 71 with a 350 4-bolt. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting if you bring that here. It'd be interesting to see why they cut that crank like they did. Carl sent me pictures of his crankshaft that he got for his 400 build, and it's been machined in a different way that I haven't seen before. It's like they wanted to keep the rotating weight to the crank, but they machined it flat in spots and shortened it to get it to clear. Most of those guys will just chuck it in a metal lathe, sit there and turn it down to get it to clear, then rebalance the crank and then the rotating assembly. But yeah, so it could be building a motor and it could be going to. Yes, I like the lobe separations. My lobe separations I like from 112 to 116. Those lobe separations, you hear your seat springs crunch under you. And took a ride in was a purple, I think, Firebird, like a 75 or 4. Kid had a real hot Pontiac motor in there, probably like yours, Jerry. And I thought, well, I'm a dead man. I'm sitting in the back seat riding with these guys. It's a manual tranny car in the town we were in. If you don't get stopped for the highway, your choice was going off and landing in the farmer's cattle lock if you made it through the trees. Last I'm sitting there in the middle of the seat. I could see the dash. That speedometer was at 130, and I couldn't even. I tried setting up in the seat. Nope. I'm like thinking. I looked up. I'm like, I hope his brakes are good. He got her stopped. I was like, I never so wanted out of a car so bad after that. But That was fun. It was fun, but it was scary at the same time. Now, if he would have been out on the open road, it wouldn't have been so bad. But yeah, yeah, Jerry, that Firebird was fast. My only problem when I tried running the Pontiac motors was they don't like going over 6,000 RPM. Not with stock parts, anyway, I should say that. 6,000, 61, 6,200 Pontiacs make a pretty good show. Most generally, all the rods go out the oil pan. Yeah. Let's see. What's some of the craziest stuff I've worked on? The crazy stuff we had, and one time I got my hands on a 611. There's no video proof you were speeding, so there you're good. One time we got our hands on an old AMC car. It was a old school one, and we bounced that thing off of my dad's corn picker, the disc, trees. And I can't remember. I let a friend of mine drive the car, and he about stuck the passenger side fender in my face. And I said, "You're not driving no more." Well, we decided we put a brick on the gas, sent her down through the groves. We're just going to go. It's going to hit the trees. It's going to hit the trees. We're watching. It's picking up speed and that. And I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, crap. I hope we don't make it up the ditch, but it changed the direction from the tree that we had it at. She veered off to the left. I'm like, uh-oh. It found two other trees, and it went set between the two trees. Took us a little while. It took the 706 and our loader tractor to get it out of the trees. Needless to say, we didn't drive that car after that again. Oh man, I get. You see the saying where it's a good thing that the cameras weren't. Yeah, and when you brought that up, Terry, I thought, boy, that's crazy, because I've been wondering about sticking a 327 crank in a 400. I don't know what the pistons would cost. How far south are you, Terry? I don't know. Joe's still here. I've been picking on him because I know I got a certain couple people, or a person that wants to come work on the body of the Camaro, and then some of you are like, hey, if you pick a weekend, we're free, or come. I'm kind of kicking that idea around to have a group build of some kind on a car. 80 miles south of St. Louis. Woo! Well, that'd be a heck of a road trip. You're getting down in there. $265. Oh yeah, I forgot about those little 265s and 267s. If I had the book close, I could tell you. 455, yes. Yeah, I've got some ideas that I want to try and do, and I've been talking to the wife. I know the summertime's a hard time for everybody to get away in that, but I think the first part of June, the weather's decent and that, I'm kind of wanting to do a get-together here. I just heard a couple of car doors. Uh, hey, Super Duty 455. Thank you for joining. You snuck in on me. As anybody comes in, I'm ready. Maybe that's car doors I heard. Heard you were sneaking in on us. I think that'd be a good to have a YouTuber get together and see what kind of fun we can have out here at the farm. Well, thank you for finally coming out for being a lurker there, Super Duty. Nice to have you here. Yeah, so the wife's kind of liking that idea, having people around and doing that, and might have to talk to cousin and have some fresh beef cut. Oh, okay. Yes, Novas were a fun car too. Oh, what was the Pontiac version of the Novas? Welcome back, Casey. Oh, God, what was that? Back in 74. Yeah, Pontiac Ventures. There you go, Jerry. The Ventures, yeah. Those cars, I mean, oh no! Oh, come on. Let me try it. I want to try it. Hopefully I don't die before just getting everybody in here, and now the phone wants to die. So let's see what we can do. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Trying to save it. Just got everybody in here. Let's see. Okay, let's see what. No, that's. Well, it says it's charging, so maybe. Okay, what'd I miss? Oh yeah, that's right. 265 segment. 280. Oh yeah, the 74 GTO Ventura. I'm just trying to catch up to you guys. Yeah, GTOs, those were fun. Yep, the 307 and 327s were the same. What, Bob? What? Whoa, where, how'd that, what the? Where'd that come from there, Caroline? Where's, yeah, Jerry's going to be down here like, hey? Oh, no. Oh, Carolina, if you got it, you better start passing that around. You better quit hogging it all for yourself. Share, buddy, share. I don't know if I'd want to see what kind of shape I would be in if I was under the influence of that. Okay, Super Duty, I guess without scrolling back, how many birds you got there? I guess I must have missed that. Oh, those old 307s. They even stuck roller cams in those. You got 6 of them, okay. What's not for you, Joe? Oh, now you found a 76 Trans Am there? Cool. Hey, you know, Joe, we might have to do the green. Might have to put Joe on the live stream next weekend. Then everybody knows who they got to go collect their steak and now ribs from. Yes, the 267 crank is the same, but you got to watch out. Just like the 305s, you can put. This is what's stupid. The 305 crank you could put in a 350, but if you put the 350 crank in the 305, you will develop an engine shake. Poor man's balanced motor was use the 305 crank and rods. Put your lightweight pistons on. You almost balanced your motor because with 305s, they lightened the crankshafts, even though it was the same crank as the 350. They lightened them for the smaller pistons. So, and I love the guys that they're, oh, I bored it out to a 4-inch bore. Okay, you just made it a 350. So, yes. Terry, you've been messing with the Carolina. I don't know about you, buddy. Messing with the Chevys. Well, you're helping me remember stuff I forgot. I mean, I've got the books in the office. I got them all piled up, but I got some motors I want to put together. I kind of got an old rivalry from years ago. I'd like to build one of the Monties, one of them, with another 377 like I had. And now what? What was that? Yes. No. Well, they're just going to have to wait. I'm having a good live stream, so they're going to have to wait. That wasn't the battery warning, so. Now, Casey, I hate to tell you this. Years ago, there was probably stuff out here. My Monty is a 81 or an 87. Yeah, those heads, Joe. Now, Casey, there's a little story. One of my buddies he liked messing with that stuff, and as I tore down buildings, I found stuff that was stashed all over. He was a squirrel when it came to that. And needless to say, when he realized I burnt down all the farms, he kind of raised a little hell with me, or burnt down all the buildings out here. He raised a little hell with me. I said, well, you never told me, so how was I supposed to know? He was counting on the fact that the buildings were going to be here for years. But and some of the cars I brought in here, the stuff you would find in them, wow. No, it was just the utensils when I found the stuff. It was the pipes and the glasses. It says low battery. Come on, we're having such a good stream. It shows it's charging, but this is where I wish I had the good tap. Joe, you're buying me a computer next weekend. We're going to get a good one for this so we don't have to have this problem again. Oh, 65 Jetstar 8. 330. Well, it shows it just come up and said low battery again. But it shows it's charging. Yes, nice weather, and I really hope it continues to hold. Like I said, after get the shop emptied out and make some room, we're getting some vehicles in here. There was a 350 Olds. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. And a guy. Yeah, but flash low battery again. And it's, let's see. And I'll be sorry, guys, if all of a sudden I just disappear. It says it's charging. I don't know, but gosh, I hate to have to end this because everybody's here. Everybody's having fun. We're all having talks. We're talking motors and cars and crazy stuff that we're glad we didn't have a video camera when we were younger. And bongs. Oh yeah, so we're having fun. This is what it is. It's a holiday week coming up. Everybody should be having fun and checking on their friends and families and remember the ones that we've had here and the ones we've lost and I guess it's turned into the holidays finally. I wasn't ready for it, but they're here. Yeah, well, you know what, Casey? We'll just load up about 10 semis loads of it. I got his address. We'll go down there and we'll pack it around his trailer house for him. No. Yes, it's the week that all the people are going to go crazy Friday. We're going to beat and stab and clob everybody to save $20-$30 on this or $1 here and buy electronics at various cars. Buy electronics and by Christmas Day you're going to be broke. And flash low battery again. Come on, hang in there. I want to at least make it an hour and a half or a little longer. I'm kind of glad the wife's no longer working at the store she used to because that store was kind of getting dangerous. They actually had somebody get cut with a box cutter one year. Yeah. I'm like, let the holidays be. Let Easter be. Let Halloween be. Let Valentine be. Let's have Thanksgiving. Sell the stuff in the proper season, not 6 months before it's needed. I mean, yeah. Yep. Yes. Please and plum papa. Yes. Yes. People go out, spend all this money, and then first the year rolls around, all the credit card bills come in or the bank statements come in. They're going, we got a problem, Houston. Yes, I did see your Christmas tree carburetor there, Carl. Yeah. Everybody's just convinced to go out and buy stuff that don't need. Yes, no stuff, Christmas stuff. Heck, coats are being sold on clearance before they're actually needed. And somebody said they went into a store, they already got Valentine's stuff up. We ain't even been through Turkey, and here you're already pushing Valentine's? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I sure don't remember having all this Christmas stuff so far advanced and that, so I don't know. Thank you, Super Duty. I'm trying. I've been going back through my old videos, and I know myself. I've kind of slipped a little off the path. Yes, somebody said they seen Valentine's stuff already. And I'm trying to get back to that, and that's where I should have been thinking I should have messaged Casey today, and I got overwhelmed today, I'll tell you that. Am I nuts? I don't know. I got overwhelmed today, and after the neighbor come up with the tractor, we moved what we moved, and I don't know if I twisted wrong or what, but I set my back off today. And I come in here and moving all this stuff around, trying to get to that bench, because my goal was to have that big bench out the door today so I could start stacking stuff on it in my trailer. But maybe I'll be able to call tomorrow and get a good deal on a 2020. Hey, that's a TV show. Get a good deal on a storage or shipping container. Maybe that's why, things happen for a reason, and at the time we don't understand why they happen. But maybe that's why I didn't get this done today. Because as I was sitting here, the guy remembered to message me the ad for the shipping container. So I'm going to call tomorrow. If I can rent one for the winter months until next spring, that will help out so much here that it'll get me going again. So that's kind of, I felt bad for not getting done what I was set out to do, but yet everything has a reason. Yes, Casey, I got a little 6x12. That's where I'm going to stuff what I can into, and then I'm going to hide the trailer. Well, hey, somebody's got to have fun. I mean, we all got to do something. Can't take life serious all the time, otherwise you ain't having fun. Just got to make a note here for myself. Just had some quinky dinks happen. That building in town, Jerry, it's now needing a lot of work. That was happened to me. I happened to be the one that ended up getting a headache instead of something that was good. So, yeah, that's kind of turned into a major fail. Yeah, I know I would love to do that, and it would work out good. That building is built like a brick house. I mean, the floor joists are 12-inch on center, and they're 2x12s or 2x14. Yes, I kind of want to get back to the woodworking a little bit. I need a roof, and I need to gut the entire building now, Carolina. Yeah, major remodel needs to be done to that building now. Yeah, the woodworking videos, I missed my woodworking, and the bank made sure that went away. And yeah, well, yeah, it was the old variety store there in town, Casey. It used to be there years ago. And before I got it, there was another carpenter had set up in there and was doing stuff, and started out to be a good deal, but then housing market went away, and people didn't understand the concept of custom woodworking. I had many of them tell me, why don't you set it up so you can mass produce this stuff? I'm like, that's not what I do. I make custom stuff. One-offs. They're just built for you, and they just didn't understand that. And the old grain elevator, which grain elevator? It would have been right on Main Street. If you knew where the cafe was on Main Street, if you went another 3 buildings south from the 3 buildings south from the old cafe, that's where the building is. Yep. And then the other thing, like 3 corn cribs. Oh, I'm right up south of Town Circle there. And that was the other thing too. I could go to the big box store and buy this oak furniture. And I said, go buy it. It's all particle board with contact paper on it. Oh no, it's real. It's real. And the one guy went and bought it, and he come in a while later. He says, you're right. It's all particle board. What's an idea, Carolina? Yeah, I guess the town didn't let me know. I guess there was a grant I probably could have got and had my building completely redone. But it sounds like our town passed it up and